Welcome back to the Outdoor Kitchen Show. Now we're doing our outdoors segment and we're down in Buras, Louisiana looking at the sediment diversion at Fort Jackson in the Mississippi River Delta. We all know that the Delta is rapidly disappearing in areas where there are no sediment diversions, and we know that we need to do something fast. Sean and I both belong to Vanishing Paradise, a group that's part of the National Wildlife Federation and Ducks Unlimited, and we're out today talking with Captain Ryan Lambert, who's also on the pro staff with me and Sean. Sean's going to ask him a little bit about what we can do to help restore our coast and how you can get involved.
Could you please explain what we've been seeing on this boat ride?
Well, right here, buddy, is one of the tiny tributaries that comes off the river. And all this is fed off of a diversion. As you can see, this is stuff that guys your age probably won't never get to see again if we don't put the diversions in. Look how rich this is. See these little, all these yellow flowers? Those are wild peas. That's great for duck food. These elephant ears, all this is there because of the fresh water. And like I showed you building land where we were a little while ago, these little diversions, you know, it's off of a bigger diversion, but this is a tributary off of it. And it's my belief that we're going to have to take and pull these offshoots and build terracing outside there to capture that sediment. But it's not only about building land, it's about building habitat like you see here. All that freshwater aquatic vegetation, that's the estuary, that's the nursery for all the little shrimp and crabs and fish. Without that, like on the west side of the river, everything is open to be eaten at any time. There's nowhere to hide. And when that happens, you lose your biomass and you start losing the numbers of fish that you have in your estuary. And your numbers go down. I've seen it throughout I've been guiding here 34 years, so I've seen it decline more and more. It makes me sick. But this right here will help it to come back. It'll give those little juveniles places to hide, and that's so important for Louisiana. Isn't it pretty?
Oh yeah.
This is what Louisiana used to look like when I was your age, and even before that. There's not very many places you could come in Louisiana and see something like this, buddy, but it's pretty. You can see how the boat's moving this way.
Yeah,
it's just a little flow because the river's down right now. It usually flows a lot harder, but this river's down, but it's still coming through here. It's just that it's constant freshwater feed. That's why I don't think they ought to pulse diversions, because as soon as this stops, that salt water will come in, and within 3 days, all that beautiful grass we saw will be dead. It can only take 7 parts per thousand of salinity. So as soon as this fresh water stops, that salt water will come right in and kill it. So it's just good to maintain this every day. I love it out here.
Me too. I want to live out here, but you know. Cameron, what's the most important thing you'd like to share with us?
I think the most important thing for Louisiana, if we're going to continue to live here, is we have to save the marsh that's in between us and the people. And the only way to do that is to have diversions. You could pump sand all day long, but it doesn't create habitat, and it's just a pile of sand for the hurricane to roll over. You have to have miles and miles of marsh in between you and the storm surge in order to knock it down. And the only way to do that is diversions at a cost-effective way and to build habitat, as you can see. So support diversions. Don't listen to propaganda. If you can't see it for yourself with your own eyes, then don't buy it, because a lot of people have special interest in this, and they will say anything to get their agenda across. And when you come out here and you see it for yourself, and you see that you can run out there because it's hard as a rock, you can't pull the grass up because the fresh water was here, it's building land, which they say it doesn't. Everything that group of people that's anti-diversion says, you can come right here and disprove with your own eyes. I don't even have to tell you anything, and then you'll learn, and then you know. That's the most important thing. Just don't listen to propaganda. Come learn for yourself. Come get in the boat with me. I'll show you.
We'll be right back with more from Cajun Fishing Adventures and Captain Ryan Lambert, so stay tuned to the Outdoor Kitchen Show.